I'm going to bring out your host and MC for tonight. So if you guys could give a hand to your MC tonight, Coco from WJLB.
Yay! Come on, Coco.
Keep it going for my girl Mo. Keep it going. I got 2 stools on stage. I don't know what that means. They told me I had to be nice. There was some teenagers in the audience. I'm like, teenagers, they cuss more than I do. They listen to hip hop and Drake and 2 Chainz. Older people, you're not going to get some of this. Just go green. Support the cause. Remember the silent auction and figure it out. Especially the older men over 50. I love you, but I can't date you. It's too much work. I can't, and they say women that date younger men are cougars. I'm not a cougar. I'm a visionary. Okay, let's talk. We family. I'll be 50 in January. Thank you. So if I'm dating a man that's 50, that's 100 years of skin in the bed. Just think about how that looks. I already got a titanium knee, screw-in teeth, and I got a man laying next to me 50. That's not going to work. He's snapping and crackling and I'm popping. It's not going to go off right. I need a young man about 27, strong back, low self-esteem. And younger men, if you are dating or attracted to older women, please never tell her this. I think you went to school with my mother. Because my response is going to be, is she still a cheerleader? I like a young, vibrant, energetic man, 27. Smell like marijuana all the time. He can't even drop me off at church. He smell like marijuana all the time. Old men, I love you. We could be friends. We could play golf. We could do all of that. But you make me mad, especially when you dress and you put on all one color. You monochromatic. You got blue shoes, blue socks, a blue belt, a blue shirt, a little screw-on Monopoly little blue hat. You got your waist pulled way up here because that's where it is when you get to be about 65. Then you got your shirt unbuttoned. I can see your belt buckle. You look like Iron Man. I can't do this. I need to make a commitment in my relationship. I'm just saying, older women, get you a nice little handsome young man. Yes, I got one. Plus, I got a grandson, so I really need somebody to ride the rides when I take my grandson to Cedar Point. I'm just being honest, and I'm going through the change of life. That's too much. Old men, close the window, it's cold. Young men don't care. They used to sleeping with the window open because they smoke weed and blow the smoke out the window. They used to that. And I'm talking about change of life for real. Now, ladies, you might not want to admit it. You got your good clothes on. I'm talking about for real hot flashes. Not these fake hot flashes. I'm talking about for real hot flashes where you want to peel all your clothes off like a banana. You sweat from, like right now, I'm having one right now. Maybe it's the vodka, I don't know. What I'm saying to you is it's a combination going on. And every orifice of your body has some type of perspiration coming out of it. I sleep in the bed like I got a diaper on. I just take an extra sheet and just pull it up over here like this and just sleep in the bed like I'm at a toga party. Some stuff I'm not going to wear. I'm not going to wear it. I'm not going to wear a girdle. I'm sorry. Anything that requires me to wear any kind of body armor, and I don't work for the police department, I'm not wearing it. I'm not wearing a Spanx, a Thanks, a Hanks. I'm not wearing none of that. Why? you get the basics. Very, very basic. Some of you are like, dang, that's graphic. I know. So, now I will wear a thong, though. I just like the way the air kind of oscillates around certain areas of my body. Now, some of you ladies are not brave enough to wear a thong, and I understand. Try it like this. Go home, get a pair of old panties, cut the butt part out, and walk around at work tomorrow. Now, if you feel a little self-conscious, thongs are not your thing, put them superhero panties back on and work it out. Another thing I can't do a wig or a weave. Why? Because it doesn't work for me. You got to know your areas, people. You got to know what works for you. Old men don't work for me. Young men work for me. I feel so much better when I'm with a young man. They don't let my rants bother them. They don't care that I take Xanax legally. They don't care. My mother takes them too. I'm like, that's nice. Call her because my script is low. Can I get a couple? I'm just being honest. See, I think you know what it is? We don't want to be honest. That's what it is. We are not at the I want to be totally honest phase in our life. Like, by round of applause, and I know y'all not going to do this, but anyway, how many women here actually date a man that live in their mother's basement? Nobody. I'm the only one, huh? I'm the only woman sneaking down some basement stairs. 2 of the stairs missing. I almost broke my ankle trying to get to my love. But that's some good. Basement love is wonderful. Especially when you're in your 40s and you realize you are sneaking in the basement. Not in a concert or a movie. You are sneaking in a basement. And it is not a new high-tech basement. It is an old basement. And they got Christmas paper still stuck to that old black pole in the middle of the floor. And they got that old couch, that itchy Herculean couch. And you don't want to make him feel bad, but you sitting on the edge of the couch with all your weight balanced on your toes, just sitting there like you're a debutante, just sitting like this. And all men that live in the basement, they all have a dog. Don't ask them what kind of dog it is, because they don't know. It's just a dog. There's no dog food. Whatever the family eat, the dog eat. Chinese food, ramen noodles, chili fries, Fridays, Red Lobster. They get a dog beer on football games. The dog got high blood pressure. He can't even go outside with the other dogs. He's just at the back porch talking about, ruh, ruh. He'd have had a stroke. Won't nobody pay attention to him. They don't even have a leash. They got an old coach belt around the dog's neck that they just... And we in the basement. Ladies, do you realize that you are in this man's basement? And of course, oh yeah, he got a bed. But it's not a bed. He got a king-size frame with a twin-size box spring with a queen-size mattress on top. Oh, yeah, it's sheets on the bed. They may be 125 count thread count. Feel like you laying on a book of matches. And you asking yourself, what is the goal in my life? What am I doing? And his mother, such a sweet church lady, but she upstairs singing church songs through the vent. You feel so dirty. And she in the vent singing loud, Ave Maria. I'm like, I'm going to hell. I am going. What is my goal in my life? And we like him. We spend the night. What do we wash up in? There's no shower. You are standing right in front of that plastic sink between the washer and the dryer, washing up. No, you don't have a washcloth or a face rag. You got an old sweat sock that you flipped on the wrong side. I know you don't want to say anything. You might be with him tonight. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Just give me the look, ladies. I feel you. I feel you. I feel you, lady to the right. I feel you. Don't look at me hard. That's your ride home. Don't look at me hard. Fellas, understand this. If we like you for real. We don't see flaws. If we really, really like you, we like, oh, he's so nice. Now, our girlfriends see the flaws. First 90 days, we don't see anything wrong. We don't see the chipped tooth. Oh, yeah, he got a chipped tooth where the Dearborn police hit him with a flashlight. He got a chipped tooth. He got a little wandering, oscillating eye that we don't see. We don't pay attention to it. We just don't look at it. We don't focus on the eye. We look in the right eye. We look in the other eye. We be talking to him like he Popeye. Like, listen, you eat your spinach, what's going on? But we don't see those things till after 90 days. Then everything just, like, you know what? Did you know your eye was cocked real bad? Fellas, we like you. I'm one of those women, listen, I believe in this, I got to say this before I leave. I am a true believer in being honest. You got to be honest. Like for me, if you have health issues, tell me before we start. Stay with the group, people. Stay with the group. Because I'm one of those women, for some reason, short men that are about 5'5" are very attracted to me. Or men that are about 6'6", they weigh 170 pounds, find me gorgeous. So I'm like, what the hell? I ain't gonna count you out. So I'm dating a guy. A few years ago, he's about 6'6", about 170, thin, like a razor blade. And he didn't tell me he had some issues, some health issues. And we get a little intimate. And he starts saying real courageous stuff. Positions and hanging from the chandeliers and all of that. About 20 minutes in, he was like, ah! I'm like, are you okay? Ah! I'm like, what's wrong with you? Well, you got asthma. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, my God. Oh, God. Wait a minute. Wait. Where your puffer? Oh, you don't have one. Now, all I kept thinking was Charlie LaDuff going to be standing inside in front of my door. I started thinking, oh, my God, this boy can't die here. What can I do? What can I do? I got my window wide open, literally, with him just hanging out with my hand on the small of his back, telling him to breathe. Okay, get it together. You got to go. Once you get your breathing right, you got to leave. Then I started dating a guy with sleep apnea. Now, listen to me, people. If you don't know what sleep apnea is, it means you totally stop breathing in your sleep. Totally. Now, I was a little concerned because he was a chunky kind of guy, kind of thick-ish. Okay, we was about the same size, and we looked alike from the back naked. He spent the night over my house, and I kept looking in my mirror because I couldn't tell if he was gender specific or not when I kept looking in the mirror like this. I'm like, wait a minute. How drunk did I get? How drunk did I get? And then he had these little tighty-whitey drawers on that I despised. I hate those drawers. like a little Viking, and they look like a little Viking, and like got a little Viking, a little Motrin on. If you over 12, fellas, you're not supposed to wear those. Those for children. And you standing there and his stomach over him, so I didn't know if he was naked or not. I said, you rushing this, fella, you rushing this. So he fell asleep. I fell asleep. About 20 minutes in, I heard, I thought somebody was riding a motorbike through my living room. I woke him up. I said, are you okay? Oh, I got sleep apnea. I said, you got to sleep on the couch. You got to sleep on the couch. I propped him up on the couch with the couch cushions because once again, all I saw was Charlie LaDuff in front of my door. She's a radio personality, but did she kill this man with her love? I can't handle you, Charlie. You look like a little ostrich. I can't handle you in front of my door like this. That was personal. So listen, a couple things I want to share with you. Make sure you buy some tickets. Make sure you check out the silent auction. We are here for a wonderful, 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 worthy cause. Give yourself a round of applause for hanging out with us this evening. Know that you are a part of a great, 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 great process that is about to begin, something that we so need. We need to laugh to work through our issues. Some of us need Xanax and laughter, but it's okay. Sometimes you got to do a combination. You got to do a two-piece. So, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, coming to the stage, this gentleman is truly, truly a comedic genius. You've probably seen him on HBO, Comedy Central, Showtime. Clap your hands. Come on, start working it out. Work it out. I need a little more energy than that. Yeah, give it up for Mr. Norm Stulz. Keep it going.
Coco, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead. Very nicely done. Thank you very much. Thanks for coming out to the theater tonight. I just got back from Texas. My applause. How many people in the theater have ever been there? Quite a few people. I did a show for a neck injury hospital benefit with the Dallas Cowboys, and they flew me out there. Billy was out there, my friend Billy, Dane Cook, 6 of us. I'm all excited about Dallas Cowboys, party animals, having a couple of cocktails on the airplane, and Dallas Cowboys, great group of people, they're party animals. They sent a driver, they sent a limo and a driver. I thought Dallas Cowboys would at least send hookers and cocaine, but they sent a driver. And the guy came to pick me up, and he was walking kind of funny, and his hat was crooked. He was kind of a goobery looking. I'm not making fun of him. He had a name tag. Sucker's name was Goober, so I'm not making fun of him. But he stopped about 3 feet, just looked me right now, and he said, "Are you forgotten? Are you forgotten? Are you forgotten?" Now, I'm in Texas for the first time in my life, thinking to myself, am I forgotten? Which could be Southern for queer eye for the cowboy guy or something, Suddenly, I'm on the Brokeback Comedy Tour. What happened here, And I'm just looking at him. He's looking at me, and we have that weird man looking at man silent thing. And I'm thinking, Norm, say something. You're a comic. Say something funny. Say something Southern. So I went, huh? And that pissed him off. And now he's kind of mad at me. Are you forgotten? I said, well, I'm Presbyterian. Does that help you at all? Now the man's mad, and he's bigger than me. He's like, are you forgotten? Well, I panicked. I'm going to be honest. I panicked. I looked at the guy next to me, and I said, am I forgotten? Yeah. I didn't know this man was from West Virginia until he looked at me and said, well, who got on baby do? She won't know, baby. What? Now, thank goodness I'd taken with me my English to Goober dictionary, and I got that out. Oh, people, don't go south in this beautiful country of ours without an English to Goober dictionary. You can get yourself killed. Let me give you an example. I'm having breakfast. Little mom and pop place, out of the way place. Good breakfast. Good strong coffee, and the bacon was crisp. Had that thick toast. That thick toast they make down there? I took a bite of this white pile of junk that, being from Detroit, I wasn't familiar with. It was like... And my waitress came back and said, excuse me, honey, what is this? She goes, honey, them are grits. I said, are they dead? She looked at me like I was an idiot. She goes, honey, that's corn. And I said, what? She goes, that's corn. We make that out of corn. And I said, this is corn? This pile of white, you're talking corn, like corn on the cob corn? You have screwed it up, bitch. I'm not kidding. I don't even eat green corn, and this stuff's been green more than a Detroit Lion running back. I ain't eating no more of this. I ain't eating no more of this. Now, the cool part about the English to Goober dictionaries, they actually number each page, 1 through 397. On the left side of the page, they give you a southern enunciation. They call it a Texas tip, so we don't feel stupid. Oh, we're down there with it. I looked it up. It was in there, people. Are you forgotten? It was on page 11. Swear to you, that's ELLUUM, page 11. Yeah. Yep, it was right after page 10, TIN, and 12 had a B in it, for God's sake. I looked it up. Are you forgotten? Did you all come out here to play a golfing with us? Yeah. Goober simply said, are you for the golf outing? But it came out, are you forgotten? Because he was bigger than me with a crooked hat. He scared me. I felt bad. I said, yeah, my name's Norm Stulz. I'm for the golf outing. This guy went crazy. You're a Yankee. You're a Yankee. You're a Northern Yankee. You're a Yankee. You're a Yankee. I'm thinking, I'm from Detroit. It's been 200 years. I thought you'd be over that crap by now. I said, yeah, I guess I'm from Michigan. That's a northern territory. But I never, how could you tell? Punch another guy and goes like this. He's just whipping his hand back and forth. I look over. There's a gentleman facing away from us wearing a UAW jacket. UAW. Just confuse anybody in Dearborn, Michigan. Goober looked me right in the eye and went, well, you spelled y'all wrong. We did a big golf outing. Following day, I'm flying back to Metro Airport in Detroit. And for the life of me, people, I don't know why I continue to fly my personal life out of Metro Airport in Detroit. Now, I'm born and raised in Detroit. I love Detroit. I love all the people. I love all the lakes. The only thing I don't like about Michigan is that little, what do you call it? Winter. That little part of our life that sucks between Halloween and the 4th of July. Them 9 months that suck. I hate winter so much, I hate the Winter Olympics. I think the Winter Olympics are developed by people that live 20,000 feet above sea level. They smoke dope, drink vodka, they do stuff like this. I got a good idea. No, listen. Let's cross-country ski with a rifle. That's like downhill bowling, okay? That's just stupid. Now, this is an honest-to-goodness Olympic sport. It's called biathlon. A biathlete will put cross-country skis on and get a rifle, and then they do a loop. That's what they call it, a loop. Now, I do know that it's 59.6121419 kilometers, but I'm not from Canada, so I'm guessing it's around 300 freaking miles. I don't know exactly. And they don't just go around in a circle. They go out over the river, then they come in all out of breath, and they have to shoot at targets. And then they head out and they do 5 laps. People, I could never do that. They do 5. I could do the cross-country skiing part, but I already told you, I'm from Detroit. Think about it. If I go into the woods on the last lap in second place, I'm shooting that son of a gun. Ain't no doubt about it. Hey, Norm, what happened to Schwinschwanenfuger? I don't know. He might have bumped his head because he was bleeding pretty bad when he went over the cliff. I'm in the airport there flying back, and I'm in the bar. I'm going to be honest with you. Every airport in the world has a little bitty bar. I'm in that bar for one reason. I don't like to fly. Now, I have to fly. It's part of my livelihood, but I travel nationally and internationally. But I don't like flying, so I have a couple drinks. I don't think there's anything wrong with an adult having an adult beverage before they get on an airplane. Now, it's a little early, all right? It's 10 to 5 in the morning. It's a little early. But I'm drinking Bloody Marys. So anybody that drinks knows you can drink a Bloody Mary because they got tomato juice and celery and a pickle, so they're healthy, right? So I had 6 of them suckers. Well, the service was real quick. It was 5 o'clock in the morning. There wasn't anybody down there drinking except for me and the pilot guy. Now, the pilot's not afraid of flying. I talked to the man. He is not afraid of flying. He's afraid of crashing, so we're both drinking. So I had 6 Bloody Marys, and I had taken a Percocet and a Tylenol 4, and I took 3 on my bike and an ES on my back. Wouldn't tighten up, and then I took an Adderall so I could pay attention. Then I took, I don't know the dose exactly, we'll just call it a handful of Xanax. Ordinarily I don't take Xanax because that's dope. I know Coco was talking about that's dope. And you youngsters, I'm telling you right now, I don't take dope. I usually don't take dope, but when I'm that stoned on codeine, I'm scared, so I take some Xanax. I just want to have enough drugs and alcohol in my body that if God forbid something happens to the airplane, I can just walk out. How's it going? All right, let's shake it. How you doing? What's going on? You better drop and roll, mister. You're on fire. I'm not kidding you. Another thing about flying, get to the airport early. Not just for security. Boy, I'll tell you what, I fly all the time. That 9/11, that tragedy that hit our country in 9/11, it changed everything. Boy, and security. And you know, that underwear bomber, that didn't help anything out. And because you can take a naked picture. They take a naked picture. Now, most of the women like it because by law, you have to actually put your arms over your head, and it's like, oh, look, I'm 20. Oh, I'm 40. Oh, look, I'm 20. Oh, I'm 40. Take that now and leak it to Facebook. Hurry up. You know? But you don't have to take the naked picture. You can go through that feely-uppy line. But like I said, boy, you know what I found out? They'll only let you go through that line twice, and then they make you take the picture. Whenever I fly now, I wear just sweatpants and no underwear. I'm hiding something, baby. I'm hiding something. And my homophobic friends go, yeah, but what if it's a dude? I go, man, close your eyes and fantasize. What are you, nuts? I'm drinking water. That's all I drink. I do some routines about getting liquored up in my show. I've been on tour for 30 years, and I don't know if you're any entertainers. It's an amazing business. Everything is free. Hotels taken care of, the airfare's taken care of, all the food you want, all the liquor you want. And I found out as a young man, free alcohol is delicious. And free alcohol is difficult to turn down. Norm, you know another shot of Jack? Nope, I'm done. I'm not gonna have any more to consume alcoholically wise, because no. It's free. What? It's free. Give me that. And see, when you're 22 or 23, 25, you can drink alcohol till 5 o'clock in the morning, get up the next day, and work 12 hours, and you're fine. Something happens around 40 years of age. You wake up one day and your liver just looks up and goes, hey, I quit. No, I'm done, man. I've been cleaning junk out of you for 25 years. I'm done. I quit. I'm not going to do it. You talk to the appendix. He's not doing a damn thing. And you learn by mistakes, because I remember coming home, I wasn't driving, the car drove me home, and I got home, and I made it to my bed. Now, we have a rule in my house about me drinking, and if I make it to a piece of furniture, I'm sleeping. I might be sleeping on a lawn chair, or a couch, or the bed, but if I did not pass out. Now, if I'm face down in the driveway next morning, I pass out. You win. Okay, I'm sorry. But you wake up, and men learn by mistakes, because I remember one time I got home real drunk, like I said, 5 o'clock, and 8 o'clock, my wife's like, Norm, get up. I'm like, what is the house on fire? What's the matter? No, we got to go to a wrestling match. Anybody in this theater ever gone to a wrestling match? Oh, this is where you watch little Johnny wrestle for 3.5 minutes, and then you sit in the stand for 9 hours, and then you watch him wrestle for 3 minutes. I was so hungover, I went way up to the top of the bleachers. Anybody ever been up there where you put your head against the cold bricks and you, and just as I'm starting to get rid of my headache, a little old lady jumps up, get him, Billy, get him, Billy. So I gave her just a little, it was a reflex, just a little. I don't know if you've ever heard the sound of an elderly woman falling down aluminum steps, but that echoes. And halfway down, she started losing her mind and screaming, just drawing attention to herself. Hair went one way, teeth went the other. Oh, my wife was so pissed off at me because that's the second time I did that to her mom. And so I knew I wanted to quit drinking. I tried a couple different methods. One night I got God drunk. Anybody in this theater ever been God drunk? That's where you don't talk to a counselor or a minister or a priest. You go right to God himself. You ever been God drunk? It's like this. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus, God. Oh, God, please. I'm never drinking again, God. I'm not kidding you this time, big fella. If you just make this a migraine and not an aneurysm, I'll be okay with it. I promise you. Then I was in Oklahoma, there was a little ad in the paper, an Oklahoma paper, for a hypnotist, guaranteed, $100, guaranteed for $100, have you quit drinking if you want to quit drinking. Lose weight if you want to lose weight. Quit smoking if you want to, and if you're a nymphomaniac, it make you not want to have sex anymore. And my wife took that stupid course, apparently, and my wife never took a course to not want to do that with me. It came natural to her, and I kid my wife. She's in the theater tonight. We tour together, and I'm still having sex once a month, and I'm not screwing up November already for you people. It's only the 18th. I see some young guys looking at me, oh, poor old man only does that once a month. I'm okay with once a month. For a while, I got stuck on the water bill plan. You know the water bill plan? Every 3 months, the water bill would come, and so would I. And I didn't like that. I didn't like that. Men and women argue about two things, and I can ask this all over the world, and it comes back in the no matter what language it is, comes back to the same two things. Where are they? Money, and we'll call it bowling. Anybody in the theater tonight confused about what I mean by bowling? Okay. Now, money and bowling. Okay, now I've been blessed with money, so apparently God said, hey, sorry about that bowling average. You know, my wife and I used to argue all the time when we were young, and men and women think differently. See, I'm old now. What happens is I was watching TV, and they said, you might have low T. I said, I don't think I have low T. And then the guy's looking right at me. You might have low T. And I'm looking around. I'm thinking, I'm the only guy here. I must have low T. My testosterone must have dropped. 15 years ago, they convinced me I had ED. You have ED. You have erectile dysfunction. I go, I don't think so. I'm thinking I'm pretty good for, does your winky work like you did when it was 17? I said, no, not like, well, I don't have erectile dysfunction. I don't have ED. I have HPS. I have homeless penis syndrome. I can still get it up. I just got no place to put it. There's a difference. You might have low T. Your testosterone may have dropped. I don't know exactly where men's testosterone drops, but if you've ever been in a gym locker room behind two 80-year-old guys, you know that it just drops is what it is. If you can play hacky sack, by yourself, something's wrong. Something's wrong. My wife and I, we got in an argument one night at Christmas. I was drinking, and we were screaming back and forth at each other. Christmas Eve, and the whole family, the next day, the family did an intervention. They said, you better go see a marriage counselor right now. So we went to see a marriage counselor, and probably a nice marriage counselor. I didn't stay very long. Well, when she answered the door, she was wearing army boots. She had on fatigues. She had a brush cut, and her name was Butch. I'm thinking, I wonder if this will be my fault or not, We went straight from the therapist, straight to our lawyers, not to get a divorce. My wife and I have been happily married 35 years, so I want all you people to know you can get married and you can stay happy. Thank you very much. 35 years this woman's put up with me. We've been happily married 35 years. Now, technically, we've been married 40 years, but if you add up all the days we hated each other, about 5 years sucked, to be honest with you. We went to the lawyers not to get a divorce. In all the years we've been together, not one time did my wife and I talk about divorce. We never, ever talked about, never once the word came up divorce. Never talked about divorce. Now, murder. We talked about that all the time. I used to just dream of things. Mom just fell into the Grand Canyon. Sad face. My wife and I just had a big anniversary. We went to Las Vegas because that's all she wanted. I just want to go to Vegas. 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 So we went to Vegas. I was at Catch a Rising Star at the MGM Grand, 1,000-seat showroom, jammed to the walls. Couldn't have a better audience than you guys. Just like I did 14 shows. Not once did she come to the theater. She never came to the dressing room. Because on the way out there, I got liquored up on the plane, and I made a stupid bet. First, as soon as we took off, I bet her $100 that had more nuts in her. Because in those little bags, because God gave me, because I think I'm gonna get it for $100. So she had 5 more nuts in me. So I'm down $100. Then I said, let's play blackjack. And she's like, I don't know how to play. I said, well, I'll teach you. You ever teach somebody how to play 21? I'm cheating. I'm dealing off the bottom. I'm looking at her cards. So anyhow, I'm down $1,000. Then I said, well, let's cut the cards double or nothing. She goes, okay. I go, there's a sucker bet. You get to nothing, you're out of there. So we're cutting. So now I'm down $8,000, and I panicked, and I said, I bet I got the biggest winky you've ever seen, so now I'm down $16,000, and she won't tell me why. Then I made a stupid bet. I bet her I could make more money on stage in Las Vegas in 1 week than she could spend while I was working. Yep, that's what vodka, Vicodin, and 38,000 feet will do to your mathematical skills. She's not gambling. She already had a gambling account. Like right now, can you go shopping 24 hours here? Where can you go? Walmart. Okay, I heard Walmart. Let's take Walmart, for example. Guys, let's say that your women get all liquored up on this beautiful Sunday night here at this beautiful theater for a great cause, and they go out to Walmart drunk at 3 o'clock in the morning. How bad are you going to get hurt? Look, honey, I got a cheap chair and a plastic plant and a gerbil. You know, how you're not going to get hurt. You know, Las Vegas never closes. Do you know I found out you can get drunk and buy a Learjet at 4 o'clock in the morning? Do you know this? The last show Saturday night, I'm finishing up, great audience like you guys. I'm on stage, almost 1 a.m., and my wife's playing dollar slots right outside. That's all she's drinking, those New York tea things. What do they call that? A Long Island iced tea. My wife had 7 Long Island iced teas. 7. She told me she went for a walk. I'm pretty sure she went for a stumble. You know, I didn't see the tape. She goes 2 doors down, goes into an Elvis shop, drunk, starts buying Elvis crap. I remember Elvis. I loved Elvis. He had a great voice. He had a great stage personality. I got to see him live at the Pontiac Silverdome. And as far as being a junkie, he was top notch. Come on, man. When he died, he had more drugs in him than Rite Aid's got on a Tuesday morning. He was lit up. Right now, him and Michael Jackson are partying. Michael's like, want to try some of this white crap? I don't know, man. Does it taste like peanut butter? You know, I don't know exactly. But she's drunk in the Elvis shop. She buys me an Elvis pin, a little taking care of business lightning bolt pin, and we each got a pair of the Elvis sunglasses, and she got me a really nice Elvis wig that I have to wear whenever we... Anyhow, she bought me an Elvis wig. Then she picked up the Elvis Presley Hunka Burning Love strobe light, $500. $500. Pissed me off. I don't care about the money. I told you I'm blessed in my life. I don't care about $500. What made me mad, right in the box it said, for both your pleasure. Man, you ever seen anything come in any size box that says, for both your pleasure? I knew it had nothing to do with me. Or little Norm, you know what I'm talking about? No, nothing. I know what you're thinking. It's some battery operating. I'll tell you what, boys, it plugged in. The machine plugged into it plugged. I'm not kidding you. I'm glad it was 110. Had it been 220, I'd have had to move the dryer out. Where am I going to come up with 220 in the house? I can see me calling the power company. Yeah, I'm going to need another 220 out here. Huh? I read the schematic. I know I need a 220. No, it's not a hot tub. No, it's not a hot tub. It don't matter what it is. I just need to. No, it's not an air conditioning unit. Look, mister, you're not gonna check a box for this thing. I'm not kidding you. It's a. All right, write this down. My wife got a 937 horsepower vibrator. yeah, 937. Yeah, it's got 4 forward speeds and an auger out. I don't know that much about the thing. It came with a helmet, chin strap, and knee pads, and I'll bring me a 220. My wife and I, Sharon, my lovely wife and I, Sharon, we've actually been together since the 7th grade. That's a true story. Yep, November 8th. We just celebrated since 1963. Man, oh man, we've been together a long time. All the Beatles were alive and crap. That was a long time ago. We ended up with 3 beautiful children, 3 healthy children, and now, you can probably tell from the bald spot and the gray hair, I've made it to the next generation, the best generation. I'm a grandparent. By applause, do we have any grandparents in the theater tonight? Quite a few. It's the best reason for not being dead, isn't it? It is. It's not just because we wind up all their little brats and give them back, which we do, don't we? What time's Mom and Dad picking you up? Dad said they'd be here around midnight, but they're coming straight from the bar. He said Mom's going to be drunk and he wants to take her bowling. Oh. In that case, you're going to need a Red Bull and a Hershey bar. Get up for the game, little buddy. Get up for the game. You know what? Run around the bed going, don't hurt Mommy, don't hurt Mommy. They love that. 3 beautiful, healthy children with 4 beautiful grandchildren. My wife and I, we have 3 grandsons, and now we have a granddaughter. My daughter, Sarah, gave birth to a little baby girl, and they named her Chloe Marie. She's 5 years old now. Love of my life. What a blast. And my children, my wife and I, we named our children Norm, Christopher, and Sarah. Our grandchildren are named Keegan, Connor, Chloe, and Corey. So I can have 1 glass of wine at Christmas, stand there and go, Ku Klux Klan. Hey, listen. Kunta, Kinte, get over here, whichever one you are. And the little kids play so differently. Little boys love to play truck. Grandpa, let's play truck. Come on, buddy, let's play truck. So we go downstairs into my family room, where it used to be my family room in my office. Now it looks like a Toys R Us warehouse. It's just crap everywhere. And I found out if you're 6, 7, or 8 years old, you can bend over, grab a Tonka truck, and run. Now, I'm in my late 50s. I am. I'm 50, 12. But, so at my age, I can still bend over, and I can still kind of run, but I can't do those two things at that same time without breaking a hip or using the Blue Cross card in someone. So in order to play trucks, I have to be on my knees. So I'm on my knees, and I'm knee running, and they're just running, okay? And I don't know if you know how fast 8-year-olds are, but they're pretty, even if you hit them with a truck, which I found out is still illegal, don't do that. So I'm running, I'm knee running as fast, and they're giving me crap. Grandpa, you're pretty slow. I'm thinking I'm burning through Rockports and Dockers back here, pal. You don't know what I'm talking about. So we're playing, I'm on my knees, and we're playing fire, and they put me in charge of the hook and ladder truck, the big Tonka hook and ladder truck. And I'll tell you right now, man, you better not have too much vodka or too much Vicodin in your system if they put you in charge of that hook and ladder truck. Because you gotta make snap decisions. So I'm on my knees, and they didn't really have a fire chief hat, so they went over to the building crap they have, and they came back with a little yellow hat that said Bob the Blower. You know, it happened. Yeah, so I'm on my knees with Bob the Blower, and my wife came down with a camera and said, I'll kill you, skank. You know, which is a lie. I would never kill her. Now, her knee needs replacing. I'd shoot the knee. I got no problem shooting her in the knee. I'd stay below Happy Valley, but I'd shoot the knee, that's for sure. So we're pretending we're firemen, you know, and all of a sudden a call came in. Now, picture this, if you will. Apparently, the entire Weeble Village had burst into flames. Yep, I don't know if one of them fat people were smoking crack on the second floor or what happened, but we had to get to the... So they take off running. I'm knee running. Now, it's only from here to the parking lot away, but on your knees, that's like walking to Mackinac and back. We get there, and there's carnage everywhere. I don't know if we have any first responders here, but oh my God, what a sight. The pig weevil that was driving the motorcycle had crashed right into the Barbie four-wheeler. Oh, there were Kens and kitties and titties and clitties all over the highway. And I looked up on the second floor as a hippopotamus weevil. I'm thinking, jump! Jump! You're a weevil. You might wobble, but you won't fall down. Think about it! I grab my Ranger Rick and I start running up the ladder, and my oldest grandson, Corey, goes, Grandfather, like I'm stuck in some Heidi movie. Grandfather. Yes, Corey. You missed 2 steps. Oh, I forgot, little buddy. You can count. Count with Grandpa. 1, 2, 3, 4. She's burning to death. You know this, don't you? 5. We get up to the top, and I grab it, and I start coming down, but it's plastic on plastic, and I drop the weevil, and so I panicked, and I backed the truck up, and apparently I ran over a Green Army guy. Because Connor, the little one, goes crazy. What, man? What, buddy? What? You killed an Army guy. I said, what? You ran over an Army guy. It was right there, and you just ran over with the truck. You killed an Army guy. I said, well, first of all, it was friendly fire. It wasn't my fault. Second of all, I was definitely going, beep, beep, beep. He should have got out of the way. And Keegan, who can read, says, Grandpa, it says right there, stay back 500 feet. I'm saying, well, tell Connor he's filing a lawsuit, for God's sakes. I got testosterone going, we're dropping bombs, everything's going crazy. All of a sudden, my granddaughter takes my hand and she goes, Bampa. That's what she calls me. Bampa. I already bought her a car. Yeah, 68 Stingray up on blocks waiting for her. I don't care, she'll love me forever. Now I go right from toy tanks, truss, and testosterone. Now I'm sitting in a tiara and a tutu at a freaking tea party. She pours a little of the tea and I take a sip, you know, and it's just a sip. Now I don't know if you've ever had a good wine or a good cigar where you get the finish, like it's called a back end, or you know, the after flavors. I'm picking up just a hint of bubble bath and urine. And I'm thinking, man, if I could get an order of grits to go with this right now, it'd be perfect. I'm looking at my granddaughter. She's just beaming with pride. I made it myself. I'm thinking, no crap, you know. Then I'm hoping there's none of that in there because I don't need the E. coli right now at this point. And she sat me right next to the teddy bear and she knows I don't like him. Well, he's a liar. And then I look over here, here's Ken and Barbie. Ken and Barbie have joined. And now they're little people. They're in one of the little blue chairs that we're all squished into. Chloe's company, and the bear couldn't care less because he's got soft fur on his ass. That's what he told me. So I'm looking at Ken and Barbie, and Chloe can take clothes off of dolls, no problem. Putting clothes back, Ken and Barbie are naked. All right, then we'll get right to it. And I know they're not anatomically correct, but I'm looking at Barbie thinking, man, if I had a pink magic marker, I could finish them puppies off. Just a thought that I had. I didn't say nothing. But I'm trying to talk to the teddy bear, how's your fur hanging? And he gave me the paw, and I know what that means, so I popped him. Oh, yeah, I'm 62 years old, but you give me a 12-ounce bear, I will kick the crap out of him almost every time. I just popped him right in, and he took off flying. I felt good for about 1/100th of a second before I realized my granddaughter, Chloe, is in love with that piece of crap doll. She started to cry. Not the regular cry, the pre-cry where the lip goes first. I'm thinking, oh, crap. Oh, listen, Grandpa, I was talking to the teddy bear, and he said he was so hot that if he didn't go for a flight, he was going to burst into flames. So I was like, Grandma, don't tell Grandma, okay? Because this is an important thing. Is I'm going to buy you a new teddy bear. Grandma, don't. I'm going to buy you 2 teddy bears, okay? I'm not kidding. Grandma, listen, there's a holiday coming up. We're going bowling. There's shit you don't understand. I'm not kidding you now. She jumps up and starts running for upstairs. I'm thinking, I got to stop her. I go to jump up, and I've been sitting on that plastic chair now for 6-7 minutes. Oh, yeah, it's stuck to me like a hemorrhoid, so I'm just trying to run sideways. She runs around, knocks down all the crap the boys are playing with. All 4 kids are yelling up the steps, Grandma, Grandma, from way up on the top of the steps. I hear this, you're not going bowling for Christmas. I don't care, New Year's Eve's only 1 week away. Now, who's happily married here, real quick, before we get out of here? Who's happily married? Anybody close? No, I'm not going to ask any bad questions. Right over here. How long have you been married, ma'am? Because he won't know. How long? 15 years, okay. She's a beautiful woman. You're married 15 years. Does she collect things? Let me ask you a question. Don't feel bad if you never heard this. Have you ever heard of a thing in this world called a precious moment? Girls, aren't those the most gorgeous little porcelain dolls? Oh my God, they're so pretty. They have blonde hair and those little blue eyes, those little cute sayings. I love you so much. You're my sister. I'll probably never sleep with your husband. You know those little things they put on there? And they're just $500 a piece. My wife looks at the tips and she goes, Norm, it's just $500. What do you think? I said, I think it's a car payment, skank. I'm not buying this. Are you nuts? Last Christmas, my wife and I and 18 friends were down by the casinos. My wife decides she wants to show all her girlfriends a place she found full of precious moments called Frankenmuth. Any man ever been suckered into going up to Frankenmuth? Oh, Frankenmuth is the knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone capital of the whole world. And my wife tricked me. She knows I'm stupid. She said, Norm, we should go to Frankenmuth because all the women, by law, they have to wear lederhosen. They must wear lederhosen, which I thought was German for crotchless. It's not. I get up to my wife's favorite corner store. It's smaller than the stage area. If you can picture 20 people I know up here, 10 people I don't know, 3 kids I don't like, and a little dog in the corner. I walk in for the first time in months. My wife gets orgasmic. Look at this precious moment. Give me that precious moment. Look at that precious moment. Look at that. Men, you know what I'm doing, boys. I'm doing the only thing any man can do under this much pressure. I'm using what's called the Universal Male Smiley Ventriloquism Act. Men, you ever done this? You're not getting any of that crap, I'll tell you that right now. Because they're $300, you're not getting $1. $300. No, we can go bowling right here, right now, and you're not getting one of them damn dolls. I'll tell you that right now. Here's what complicated my day. Before we left Detroit, everybody was hungry. But we were all adults, so we had to vote. Everybody voted on Chinese food. Now, I hate Chinese food. I don't hate the Chinese people. I was in Kansas 2 weeks ago, and my Facebook blew up, and Twitter went crazy because I hate Chinese. I love the Chinese people. I love all the little lead toys they send over and crap. I don't care. I just don't like Chinese food, because if you ever been to a real Chinese restaurant, guy comes, oh, you all done with this? Okay. And you watch him, he walk around and goes like this. Oh, here, I'll step for you. Okay, no problem. So I'm looking at the menu, and I'm going, some dumb cows, some dumb rats, some dumb crap. No. Now I'm driving up I-75. I'm pissed and I'm starving. I see a sign up ahead for the fastest food in the world. Don't know if you've ever tried it. Don't know if you've heard of it. I don't even know if it's food. They simply call the thing White Castle. You know what I'm talking about? I zoom in. I think I can get in, get back on the highway. I zoom in because I'm just ordering for myself. I only ordered 20 of the double cheeseburger ones. I pounded those all down. I knocked it back with 6 beers and 4 shots of Jack because it was Christmas. 42 minutes after eating White Castle, Budweiser, and Jack Daniels, I'm in a little small store in Frankenmuth. 20 people I know, 10 people I don't know, 3 kids I don't like, a little dog in the corner. First few minutes I felt fine. There's a chemical reaction going on in my stomach that Bill Nye the Science Guy wouldn't be able to figure out. Both of those dudes from Mythbusters jumped up out of nowhere and said, "You're going to die, mister." Oh, no. I broke out into a full-body, cold, clammy sweat, and I thought to myself, please, God, dear God, let this just be a heart attack and not a fart happening right now. Because I know if I drop dead from a heart attack, my wife's going to feel pretty bad for quite a while. But I'll tell you, boys, if I float any kind of a biscuit in this little store in front of her friends, I'm not going to need the strobe light for a long, 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 long time. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to stifle this thing right here. Right? So I did the first thing all men are trained to do. I did the marine maneuver. Ladies, are you familiar with the marine maneuver? You ever seen your man suddenly, for no reason, snap to attention, lock everything up? Honey, come here. I'm not moving, baby. I'm not moving. I want you to see this. I can see it, sweetheart. It's really pretty. I think it's behind you, stupid. I'm looking in the mirror, sweetheart. Leave me alone for a minute. Your body becomes a defense system. Left brain. This is the sphincter. We are shut down. We are shut down. This is not a test. We're at DEFCON 5. We are up to 9,700 PSI. If this sucker goes, we will be blowing stuff off the bottom 3 shelves back there. I'm in incredible pain. My wife's oblivious to the problem. Look at this, Mama, look at that. I'm thinking if this fart goes, you will have a precious moment you ain't never going to forget. Then I got that Wednesday feeling, that hump day, that I'm going to make it feeling. And something broke loose over here. Started cutting across my stomach, and I thought to myself, Houston, we have a problem. No doubt in my mind, I'm going to have a gaseous exchange with the universe. Men, you know what I got to do? I'm going to have to use the SSM, the step spread maneuver. Ladies, if you're not familiar with the SSM or the step spread maneuver, this is where a man will pretend to reach for something. He'll take a sideways step with an attempt to spread the cheeks of his butt like a sumo wrestler. Because every man in the theater tonight knows you get your cheeks far enough apart, you can get a fart out with no noise whatsoever. Every man knows that. Every man also knows you get that out with no noise, you can blame the stink and that little stupid dog I was talking about earlier. A couple things I want you to know before I get out of here. First of all, I want you to know that I want to give yourselves another round of applause. Make sure you take care of everybody here and get some tickets. Buy some of the tickets because we're raising money for a great cause for Going Green. I want you to know it's extremely difficult to go from the marine maneuver to the step spread maneuver. But I want you to know I darn near executed that perfectly. Darn near. The resulting emission was no gross macho Monday night ripperoo. It was kind of soft. It was kind of feminine. It was more like. I put it a little bit. But my wife was too close to. I cannot believe you just stopped farting a little bit. You fart all the time. You fart in the car. You don't care. You fart. It doesn't matter. You fart in the church. We say a choir off all the time. You fart in an elevator, you jump off, and people look at me like I have pooped my pants. I have never farted in front of you. You've never heard me fart in the car. I said, sweetheart, be honest. You don't fart because you don't quit bitching at me long enough to build up any pressure. Thank you very much, Dearborn. You guys are fun. Good night.
Foreclosures plague Metro Detroit area towns as neglected properties and tax revenue losses strain metro communities. According to new data compiled by Southeast Michigan Council of Governments, the pain of home foreclosure is spreading throughout the region, from poor communities racked by unemployment and an increasing feeling of hopelessness to wealthier communities with empty homes and unfinished subdivisions. This climate creates trouble for homeowners and municipalities alike. The crisis is putting pressure on homeowners trying to sell their properties and spreading fear among neighbors about abandoned and neglected properties as well. Also challenging municipal leaders to address resulting blight with dwindling tax dollars.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention estimates that 76 million Americans are sickened, 325,000 are hospitalized, and 5,000 die each year from foodborne illness.
Lost our home to foreclosure, and we know that a lot of other people in our neighborhood were having similar problems. And, you know, if someone's struggling to make their rent payment or their house payment, they're not going to spend 3 times as much on organic foods. Our main motivation for starting this project was that we wanted to see change. We wanted to actually do something about sustainability and health rather than just talking about it. And we feel that everyone should have a right to get healthy, organic food that doesn't have pesticides or things in it that can harm your health, and it shouldn't cost a fortune.
The Dearborn Federation of Neighbor Associations. This is the organization where I met Maureen, and Maureen asked the question, what is the city of Dearborn doing about going green? Maureen came up with the idea with Jeff to put in a community farm, which is 2.5 acres. We came up with a location behind Long School, which you can see right here, which is on the western end of the city, off of Gully Road.
Hi, my name is Maureen McElrath, and I'm a Dearborn, Michigan resident. Dearborn's the 10th largest city in Michigan, home to about 97,773 residents. Well, at least that was as of the 2000 census. Right now, our community and this particular neighborhood was hit very hard with foreclosures. I myself almost lost my home to foreclosure, which is basically when I had my aha moment. That moment being when I started thinking about basic needs, shelter, food. It took us a while to actually find a piece of property that was going to be suitable for what our needs were. Well, we did, between the city and I, come up with some property. That property being here in Crawley Park, adjacent to Long Elementary School and very close to Charter Elementary School as well. What had happened is that they actually wound up finding a piece of land that was 1.6 acres. A little bigger than a community garden, a little more than I actually had expected, but something that I was willing to take on. And I did that with the help of a sustainable landscape architect. What we decided to do is take this into a 3-phase project. That first phase being right here, our entryway to our sustainable organic farm. So this is now the Crawley Park Sustainable Organic Farm. It took us over a year to not only settle on this property, but to get approval through the mayor as well as approval through the city council, which we just received on May 15th. Which we'll show you a picture of. It's wonderful. This is going to be phase 1. Phase 1 is going to include our entranceway as well as our raised bed gardens. Raised beds because we wanted to be organic from the get-go, and we wanted to be able to start planting this year. So we'll be using raised beds in this area. We'll have a children's garden. We've taken the seniors into consideration. We'll have a senior garden. Yeah, honey. And we'll also have a healing garden. And in that healing garden, we'll grow healing types of herbs for teas, spices, and whatever else. Phase 1 is also going to include a pagoda, which is going to be an area for the community to convene and get together and do things. And then we will also have a shed, possibly a small greenhouse this year, and we'll be using rain harvesting as well as, composting. So our goal is to make this a fully sustainable project. Wind generators, solar pathway lights, everything used on this project will be with sustainability in mind.
their business tickets is one item. So, you know, you still got an opportunity to make a donation to the organization, Go Green. You know, a lot of people think Go Green mean other stuff. And I'll take this moment to do a shameless public service announcement. People, listen. Just because you have a card for medicinal purposes does not take away the fact that if you smoke and drive, you are still DUI. Okay? Oh, officer, wait, I got a card. Yep, that's right. Tuck your head. Get in the back of this car. I got it. Same thing if I take my Xanax and I'm just parked at one spot on Michigan Avenue right here at the freeway. I am still operating a vehicle under the influence. So your card would mean absolutely nothing unless it got your attorney's name on the back of it to get you out of that precarious little situation. But I to share that with you all. I had to quit smoking personally myself. I did. Y'all looking like, I did, honestly. I had to quit. It got too complicated. It was too much. When they went from joints to blunts, it got way too much. It was too much money. I'm old school. I'm a 60s baby. Smoke a joint. It was simple. They ain't like that conversation. When I tell you, I feel like I've been with an old man. See, just like a young man to bring it right to you. That's what I'm saying. The old man was like, check the battery. Check the battery. Little young ponytail brought it right to me. Hey, boo. I didn't go to school with your mother, did I? Pray for me. So, I forgot what I was doing. Oh, I quit smoking marijuana. See, that's what I'm saying? So I did. It got too complicated. It was too much. When it went from joints to blunts, I was like, what are we doing? You had to split it open and throw the tobacco out and put about $500 worth of marijuana in there. I'm like, Then it was always somebody that had a cold sore on the corner of their mouth. They wanted to lick the blunt. I'm like, no, we can't do this. It's too much. This is too much. It's too much. Go back to the old days. Just $5 bag of weed. You got this much weed. Smoke all weekend. You was good. Homegrown. Hell, everything was homegrown. It didn't matter. Life was so simple then. Wait a minute, hold on. Safe sex meant you knew their last name. Never mind. Y'all going too way too deep. Wait a minute, hold on. Y'all going too deep. Just go with the process. So listen, for real, this time, I got this right. I got my directions from them back there. Coming to the stage. You've seen this one. Stop, don't laugh at me. I'll be back here working in April, so you all get a chance to come back and see me do my thing in April. So you come back and see me. I got a grandson. I got a daughter that's a professional college student. She's been at every college in the South. I said, can I get one report card, please? Just, you 30 years old. What are you going to be? A nuclear physicist? What you doing? Every 6 months, I think I'm going to change my major. Well, could you send me some of my damn money back, please? Because your son's finna graduate from high school. What are you doing? What is your goal in life? And she always tell me, I don't understand. Oh, I understand. I keep putting checks in the bank to take care of you, and I can't even see a report card. Can you get one of your teachers to text me a grade or something? I'm sorry, that was so personal. Okay, so listen, coming to the stage. What's my message? Coming to the stage, this gentleman has been seen on Last Comic Standing and The Tonight Show. Ladies and gentlemen, Dearborn, start clapping. I need a little energy in the room. And give it up to my man, Mr. Ramey. Keep it going. Yeah.
Thank you. My name is Ramey.
Oh, did you guys have a good time? told you it was a good show. You had a great time. Lewis is actually going to pull for the Carhartt coat and wool hat, and he's also going to pull the winner for the night at the Inn at St. John. What are you doing, Steph? You know, he can't even see you. You can't see anything. All right.
I'm using my dividing rod. For the Carhartt jacket.
No, I'm sorry. This is for the Inn at St. John. This one, the cup. Yep, the night at St. John's Inn.
The night at St. John's Inn. Drum roll, please.
All right. Thank you.
And the winner is that chick. It would be kind of embarrassing if you did win right now, wouldn't it? B7. Right there. Did you win? Hey, you've been replaced. Hey, girl. Nicole. You won, Nicole. Come on, let's go. Let's go to the hotel. Let's do. Oh my God! Yes, it's your brother. Okay. Yeah, he's got the. I'm not gonna bother with you because he's got a lot of creatine. And this is for the Carhartt jacket, which I would love because I'm not used to this cold. All right, and the winner is, drum roll please, 7F. Vito? Vito. That's all it says, Vito. Vito. Hey, you doing, Vito? Hey. And now I'm all done. So I just want to say you've been a fantastic crowd. Facebook.
Okay, if you did enter into the silent auction, come see Candace Quinn right here. I can tell you the winners. The Trentwood Farms Extra Large Supreme 3-foot fruit basket goes to Thomasa Witkowski. Yeah? All right. Scott Murdoch won the Pistons versus the Boston Celtics tickets. Dave Sabin has the Detroit Red Wings signed hockey puck. Beth Kramer got the Dearborn Racket and Health Club 1-month membership. And is it Vic? It looks like a Murdoch name. Vic, V-I-C-T-E. Victoria. Victoria got the 1 hour full body, and I was going up against you for this one, girl. The full body massage. Oh, yeah, the indulgence package. And if you did the raffle tickets are outside, and on the can, they did pull the numbers. If your number is on the can, you win that particular gift certificate. I want to thank everyone for coming out tonight. I also want to let you know that here at the Ford Performing Arts Center, starting in December, we are opening a full-time comedy room. So if you like comedy, want to come back out, we're very excited. Our first weekend is December 7th and 8th, and there's cards, informational cards outside, okay, guys? So I thank you. Thank you all for coming. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And we're done. Have a good night.